Hey, welcome back. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to buy land without a real estate agent. All right, you're probably searching for this video because you don't want to spend money using a real estate agent to buy land, or maybe you're not a fan of real estate agents. Whatever it is, I'm going to show you how to buy land without a real estate agent today. All right, in this episode, I'm gonna break down the multiple steps of how to buy land, how to find the land, exactly the step-by-step process of what to check off, the forms to use, and stick around. I got several free gifts for you today. All right, the first most obvious step is pick a playground. Pick an area you wanna buy land at. You probably are searching this video because you probably already have a piece of land in mind, but most people don't think about that, like when they're going to buy land, like what area do I even wanna be in? So pick your playground, understand what's going on, what's coming into the area, what's going out of the area, what land is going for in that area, like how much per acre. So pick your area and actually become knowledgeable on it. All right, so now that you've picked your area, let's find some places that actually offer land for sale. The first place you can start is Zillow.com. Zillow.com, people list their land all the time on there, and this is usually for sale by owner. So it's not even listed by a real estate agent, it's listed by a private seller, someone that's just trying to sell their land without a realtor. So, person looking to sell land without a realtor, meet person looking to buy land without a realtor. And it's like a perfect reunion place. So how do you find the land for sale on Zillow.com? First you go to Zillow.com, put in your area, either your county or your city or the town you're looking for, and go ahead and click. It's probably already where it shows houses are selected. So you want to click on that and basically deselect all and only select lots and land. And then you can go to the More tab. You can select how many acres you're looking for, how many square feet you're looking for. Let's just say you're looking for 5 acres, 5 to 10 acres. So you can put in there 5 to 10 acres and actually click search and make sure the for sale tab is selected, not the for rent or the solds, but the for sale is selected, and you can actually see what's available by the map. And you can zoom in, zoom out, draw a rectangle, polygon, octagon, whatever you want, and actually zoom in on the area that you're most interested. So Zillow.com is a great place. I'm gonna give you another place I really love. This is usually where private land sellers like myself, when I buy a piece of land and I sell it, I put it on places like landwatch.com, and I showcase this land, and most of the time it's private sellers. Now you can find realtors on there as well, the land specialists in those areas, but generally these are private sellers looking to sell their land, and a lot of times they'll even offer seller financing on this website. That's landwatch.com. I want to give you another great site, just one more site, and that is redfin.com. This is basically a site that was built by a real estate broker. It's basically like the MLS for the private side of things, but a lot of this land is probably going to be listed by a realtor on the MLS. So you could buy the land without a realtor, but this land is probably listed by a realtor. So just know that going in. And here's another caveat about redfin.com. Great site, great data, great information, but not in all areas. If you're looking for really rural land, like the stuff in the middle of nowhere, the recreational stuff, the stuff you can build a cabin on one day, or just put an off-grid home on, or a cabin or tiny house, whatever, Redfin is probably not gonna be the place for you. It's probably gonna be like landwatch.com or maybe even Zillow.com, but probably more like landwatch.com for that. The buildable lots, the infill lots, the stuff in the city, is probably where you want to use redfin.com or Zillow.com. All right, so you found the land. Now let's communicate with the seller. It's all about communication, over communication. You want to see what that seller's looking for. Like, hey, Mr. Seller, why in the world do you want to sell this land? Seems like a great piece of land. Why would you ever want to sell it? And then here's the most important thing. I don't care what they've got it listed for. I want you to say, Mr. Seller, if I could pay all cash and close quickly, what is the least you'd take for the land? And be quiet. Don't say another word after that. Let them give you that answer. And sometimes you might have to wait 45 seconds, 2 minutes. This is gonna be the longest 2 minutes of your life. But wait for them to tell you exactly what they're gonna sell it for. And here's the thing, I'm gonna give you one more pro tip. I guarantee this will get thousands of dollars taken off of the purchase price for you in savings. After they give you their price, say, great. Is that the best you can do? And say that with sincerity, say that with respect, and then close your mouth again, mute your phone, Don't say another word and let them give you an answer, because most of the time, like 70% of the time, they will come down even more because they want to sell this land. There's a reason why they've got it listed. They're selling it. You're not like soliciting these people. You are trying to get them to sell you their land at just a lesser price, or a margin of safety. A margin of safety is what Warren Buffett says are the 3 most important words in investing. Margin of safety, because it's buying things on discount. Not because it's not worth that or it's worth less. It's just you're just getting a discount, and that gives you a bigger margin of safety at the end of the day. That's the best way for me to explain that. So it's all about communication, talking with your seller, and going back and forth and being willing to get a little uncomfortable for a better purchase price. All right, so I'm sure you're getting tons of value out of this video. Go ahead and like, as well as comment. Comment below on the area that you're interested in most, because I'm always interested in seeing where people are buying land. Like comment on the state or the city if you're so willing, but at least the state at a minimum. All right, so you've talked to your seller, you've agreed on a great price, you're getting a massive discount on this land, or maybe you're getting the land of your dreams. Now what? Now how in the world do you get this process started? You need to get this property under contract. I call this a purchase agreement. And hey, one of my free gifts to you today is the purchase agreement that I've used to buy over 271 parcels of land. And I want you to get this purchase agreement checked out by your attorney. Make sure it's legal to use this purchase agreement in your state. If it's not, if you don't want to use it, you can also go and just Google land contract or state approved land purchase contract. But I'm going to give you mine right now, and that's by going to thelandsharks.com/contract. The link is below in the description as well, so it's easy for you. So let's keep moving. All right, so going back to the topic, buying the land without a realtor. You got your purchase agreement filled out. Now it is time to get this purchase agreement to the title company. The title company is going to open up what we call a title search. They're going to make sure there's no breaks in the chain of title, there's no liens or encumbrances. This is where your realtor usually comes into play. This is what they do. So you want to make sure you're taking all these steps and then some. Make sure you're buying the right land and running your due diligence, your actual research on the property. Another free gift I give to you. This is something my team uses for every parcel of land that we purchase, but we call it our due diligence checklist. The link is also below in the description, but that's thelandsharks.com/DD, as in due diligence. This is the stuff that we check on every single land deal we buy. Is it buildable? How close is it to roads? Like, is there water available? Call the local utility authority. Make sure there's no liens for a water tap, things like that. You want to let your title company do what they do, but you also want to make sure that you're double checking and getting all the facts, because you never want to buy a piece of land and then figure out something later on that you didn't realize in the beginning. All right, so you've done all your due diligence. You're ready to close this thing. You've gotten your earnest money deposit to the title company. It is the big celebration day, and that is purchasing your land. You've done it. You've bought a piece of land without a realtor. Bam, you're a landowner. So celebrate, go have a camping trip on your land, have a fire, roast some marshmallows, make many, many memories, and you've done this. You've purchased a piece of land without a realtor. All right, so I talked to you about doing over 271 land deals. I run a company that we buy land at massive discounts and turn around and sell land to people that are looking to buy land, that don't buy land every day. We take all the thinking out of it. We actually do all this due diligence. We do all the research and run it through a title company and make sure everything is good. And here's the cool part is we even offer the financing for this land. We get an easy down payment and an affordable monthly payment. And this is kind of like the easy button of buying land without a realtor. Head on down to getland.org. The link is below in the description. Again, that is getland.org. It's going to take you to my website of the land that I actually own, that I am seller financing. And sometimes I have 5 or 6 parcels available. Sometimes I have only 1 parcel available. So land is in huge demand right now. So get it while it's hot. Get it while there's still financing available. And, buy it. They're not making any more of it. So hope this video was helpful. Definitely come back and check us out some more.